Gregor and Wagner, you're on deck. Full for the over entry. That'll take us to team number 2, Gregor and Wagner. Hooking on with LB Atlanta. Raffle Brothers and Stackhouse, you are on deck. Add one block. Add one block. Full for the Gregor and Wagner entry. With LB and Mike, that'll take us all down the line. And Raffle Brothers and Stackhouse. And team number 3, the weight will stay the same. Team number 4, Jay Kessler, you'll be on deck. Brown and Schmucker will follow Kessler. Team number 3, Raffle Brothers and Stackhouse, Mr. David Root on the line. Comes all the way from south of the border. Mr. David Root did a little bit of logging away at it anyway with Rocket Duke. We're going to go on down the line and we're going to add one block for the Jay Kessler entry, which is going to be Jim and Dick. They weigh in at 3,800 pounds. Brown and Schmucker, you're on deck. Full pull for the Jay Kessler entry. That'll take us all down to team number 5. It's going to be Brown and Schmucker. They're hooking on with Mike and Tom. We'll add one block. They weighed in at 3,850 pounds today. Brown and Schmucker hooking on for 5,150 pounds today. Full for the Brown and Schmucker entry. That'll take us on down to Jones, Mao, and Rand. Moving strength. Ready to go with the Jones Pound ran entry here, team number 6. Stevens and Beatty is on deck. Sorry about that, man. Will, I didn't get you announced. It's my first time. This year. Full for the Jones Pound ran entry with Smoothie and Prince. That takes some out with team number 7. Halfway through the contest is Stevens and Beatty. Looking on with Rock and Shorty at 3,850 pounds as their way in. Their weight will stay the same. Yoder and Hatfield, you're on deck. Stevens and Beatty coming to the sled. Cheyenne Stevens on the lines. Fired up to Hamilton Connecticut entry. Stevens and Beatty full with Rock and Shorty at 3,850 pounds as their way in. We're now waiting for team number 8. It's going to be Yoder and Hatfield with Max and Fred. Loniger and Bushman, you're on deck. Great group of judges here today. Mr. Ben Lappin, Brian Patchen, and Todd Arms as your officiating crew today. Full for team number 8, Yoder Hatfield entry with Max and Fred. That'll take us up down to team number 9. It's going to be Loniger and Bushman coming in now with Rex and Chief. Stevens, Beatty, and Foss, you're on deck.
His belly's too big, suck.
Chuck, you have a sheet. Wait a second. Full for the Loniger and Bushman entry. Mr. Jimmy Bushman on the line with Rex and Chief. Well, take us right on down the line. Team number 10 is going to be Stevens, Beatty, and Foss, Duke and Todd. Stevens, Beatty, and Foss. Cheyenne on the lines. way from Connecticut. And go right on down the line to Ray Pollincheck. Ray Pollincheck with David Fred is up with team number 11 now. Rook Brothers, you will be on that. Full for Mr. Pollincheck right there at team number 11. That'll take us right on down the line to team number 12. That'll be the Roof Brothers entry with Roy and Todd. Purvis and Moniger, you're on that. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Larry Chuck out there. He's been the block man today, and you don't a lot of times see kind of a big shot like him doing the block. Rumor has it he's got a Christmas party after a while, so we may be leaving him. If you want to give him a standing ovation, we'll definitely want to do that before he leaves for that Christmas party. Rook Brothers is one away. Purvis and Loniger, you're on deck. Full for the Rook Brothers entry. That'll take us to team number 13. It's going to be Purvis and Loniger. Purvis and Loniger hooking on with Spencer and Mike, weighing at 3,900 pounds tough. Lester Speck will follow that.
You want me to kiss you now? Wait away. You can wait a while. How are you? Good.
Full for the David Purvis entry with Spencer and Mike. What a great job they did. We're now ready for team number 14, the last team of the round. It's going to be team number 14. It's going to be Lester Speck coming in from Pennsylvania weight, hooking on with Durrell in a 5,200 pound lizard weight. Full pull for Lester Speck, and that will round out round number 1. That'll be going less than 14 pair tough into round number 2. Here we go. What do you guys add to the sled, Chuck? Okay, absolutely. We're going to be having a horsemanship award here after the contest, after the lightweight division. We're going to have a horsemanship award. Got a really awesome plaque up here, Tri-State Midwinter Pool. Got a pair of Belgians on there, Norris Girl Memorial, or Norris Greer Memorial, January 3rd, 2026. That's a Whiskey Barrel top, whatever that is. That'd be Chris and them boys know all about that down there from Kentucky. But nevertheless, definitely want to thank them for bringing that up there, the Norris Greer Memorial Pool is what it's going to be. I think that family, the Norris Greer family, butcher that name every time, I'm very sorry. But they're gonna be picking out the Horsemanship Award here in the lightweight and the heavyweight division. So I want to thank them for coming up there and doing this memorial pool and everything. He was very instrumental in Kentucky horse pulling the last several years. So thank them for doing that. Ready to get rock and rolling into round number 2 coming in now. I think we're ready for team number 1. Ready to go again with the Melvin Yoder entry. He's going to be hooking on a 6,250 pounds, I believe. Raymond Michael, you're on that. And we do have a couple, very few tickets left for the raffle drawing. So if you're thinking it's your day, good medicine and everything, go ahead and come on up here, get you a raffle ticket, and Sabrina will get you entered into the barrel. We can still get you one. We can actually get another one or two yet. If you got a buddy right behind you, we'll get you taken care of, get that taken down. Melvin Yoder, I think we're ready to get rock and rolling. Whenever the doctors give us the go-ahead down on the sled, ready to go. Chris Hatfield and Chucky have on a meeting. If you're on TV, they're a big deal here today. So ready to get going. We're now ready for team number 1. Melvin Yoder entry. Bill on tank, cooking on to 6,250 pounds. Gregor Wagner's on deck. Away on their first attempt for the Melvin Yoder entry. He had a tough time unhooked, so he's got to come back and go back around. Trevor Wagner, you're on deck. We're going to try to keep this to be a real snappy pool. I want to thank each of you guys for making it a great round number 1. So if you guys can kind of get your lines on your horses, we got 28 pairs to get through today. We want to give each team through all the time they need and all the decisions. But if you guys can be ready, we'd really appreciate it. Trevor Wagner, get ready. be a full pull for the Melbourne Junior entry with Bill and Tank at 3,700 pounds. I think they're hooking on to 6,250. We're now ready for Gregor and Michael, Brewer Brothers in Stackhouse. Get them ready. Full pull for the Graver and Wagner entry. Thanks a lot, Dave, for getting them in here, getting them right and roll. Brooks Brothers in Stackhouse. You're up next. Jay Casper, you're on deck.
What they put on wrong head?
Great job by the Ruff Brothers in Stackhouse entry. Mr. David Ruff got called from Westfield, Kentucky. We're now ready for the Pennsylvania entry. Mr. Jay Kessler, come on in. Brown and Schmucker, you're on that.
3 years already.
What's that?
Jay Kessler's coming in now from Pennsylvania. Brown and Schmucker, you're on deck. Brown and Schmucker, you're on deck. Jones, Powell, and Rand, you'll follow that. Jay Kessler's in center stage now. Got to roll when he's first attempt. Got to roll when he's first attempt. Huh? Okay, we got to turn around and come back. He got to roll when he's first attempt. He'll be hooking on his second attempt. Norris and Powell down. Full pull for the Pennsylvania pair and Jay Kessler on the lines. We're now ready for team number 5. It's going to be Brown and Schmucker. Here's going to be the fishing in the Indiana entry. Jones, Powell, Rand, you're on deck.
Hi. Good. Yeah, he's here somewhere. I don't know where he is right now. He was right down there.
I want to thank you Teamsters for keeping this thing rolling. Certainly appreciate that. track here. Stevens and Beatty, you're on deck. Man, I mean, just an absolute treat to kind of look on down through here and think about Midwestern kind of a championship here. We got Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Colorado. It's all there. Holy. May the best team win. Full pole for the Jones entry. We're going to take this down the line to the Stevens and Beatty and team number 7. Yoder and Hatfield, you're on that.
How are you?
Mr. Romeo headed on down the track there. Cheyenne Stevens coming in from Kentucky, from Connecticut with Rocky and Shorty, I believe, weighing at 3,850 pounds, hooking on 6,400. Got the full pull there, he's telling me. He said he got the full pull. That'll take us on down the line. The team number 8 is going to be Yoder and Hatfield. Lindiger and Bushman, you're on that. Several great pulling horse people in the industry put this deal together. Mr. Chris Hatfield being one of them, kind of been brainstorming this for a couple of years. Just a great way to bring several different pulling horse associations together. I think the Bluegrass Bunch and Illinois Pulling Horse Association and Daryl and Chucky and Dave and all kind of the big wigs here in Davis County. Certainly a great job everybody just going together. The Midwestern Championship. Lindiger and Bushman, you're on deck.
Black, hold it down lower.
Two away for Yoder and Hatfield with Max and Fred. Full pull for the Yoder and Hatfield entry. We're now ready for team number 9. It's going to be Lindiger and Bushman. Stevens, Beatty, and Foss. You have yours ready. Full pull for the Lindiger and Bushman entry here from Missouri and Indiana collectively. Here's going to be with Rex and Chief. We're now ready for Stevens, Beatty, and Foss coming to you. the Connecticut entry with Duke and Todd looking on to 6,400 pounds. Ray Polachek from Colorado, you will follow that. Cheyenne Stephen with a couple Kentucky boys on the hook. Full for the Cheyenne Stephen entry. Stephen Beatty and Falls with Duke and Todd. Having right on down to team number 11. Ray Polachek coming to you from Colorado way now. Here he comes. Ready to go with Davey and Fred. Looking on the 6,400 pound. Team number 11. Real brothers, you are on that.
Yeah, we didn't get here though. This was full.
Nice seeing you.
Full pull for the Polachek entry with Davey and Fred now. That'll take us on down the line of the Fred brothers. Coming to you from Kentucky with Roy and Todd weighing in at 3,900 pounds today. They'll be hooking on about 6,450 pounds, I do believe. Purvis and Leininger, you're on deck. Sabrina Ray wrote you a love note up here, Dave. You want me to read it off for him or not? I don't know if I can see all the writing, but I can try. Full pull for the Rough Brothers entry. That'll take us on down to team number 13. It's going to be the Purvis and Leininger coming in now. Lester Speck, you're going to be on deck. Full pull for the Purvis and Leininger entry with Mr. David Purvis doing the lap driver with Spencer and Mike. And we'll let all that around. Mr. Lester Speck down rocking and rolling from Pennsylvania. Here comes Daryl. He's going to be at 3,900 pounds, took it on to 6,450 pounds. Get the block tray. We're going to be blasted in around number 3 in just a moment. Full pull for team number 14. Okay, load up, all get ready to roll for team round number 3. Midwinter Championship.
except
I can't do it till the video's done now. So I put it all back private after I
she
got.
don't want to see till the heavyweights anyway.
I'll do it.
We won't take it.
Okay, I think that's about it. So if Mel Manure wants to get his team ready to go, we're going to be starting with Bill and Tank here with team number 1. And starting round number 3, we're going to be looking on the 7,700 pounds, I do believe. That'll be Mel Manure entry coming all the way from Wisconsin. Glad to have them today. Greater and Wagler, you're going to be on that in just a moment. I want to thank the great officiating crew, Mr. Van Lappen as the call judge, Brian Patcha, and David Tyler on the one corner. Full pull for the Melbourne Yoder entry from Wisconsin away. Great job from them. I hope they brought us a little bit of cheese. You brought us a little bit of cheese, Melvin. We'll get pretty fired up about that. Going on down the Greater and Wagler, Brooke Brothers and Stackhouse, you'll be on that. Here comes Tim. Tell you what, you can't get over here around there for nothing, can you? Next time that happens, just let me know. I'll holler for him on the mic. But it won't happen too long. We'll tune over here right up. Full call for the Greater and Wagler entry. Mr. Randall doing the driving with LB and Mike. They pulled that at 7,750 pounds. We're now ready for the team number 3. It's going to be the Rupp Brothers and Stackhouse coming to you from Litchfield, Kentucky. Jay Kessler, you're on that. At the end of round number 3, we're going to be doing the raffle drawing. Mr. Leno Loniger coming across the track now. Leno Loniger, some call him Moon. Team number 3, Rupp Brothers and Stackhouse. Nathan Rupp with Rocket and Duke. On away. From the Rupp Brothers and Stackhouse in 3 with Rocket and Duke, hooking on to 7,750 pounds tough. Jay Kessler, Pennsylvania native, come on in with Jim and Dick, please. 3,800 pounds is their way in. They'll be hooking on to 7,800 pounds. Brown and Schmucker, you're on deck. Carbon monoxide alarms are going off.
So all right, I can do
All you gentlemen from out of town, definitely glad to have the in-town boys as well. But man, what an honor to see such a great gathering here in Davis County, Indiana. Downtown Davis. People from all over the country, some of the best horsemen in the business. Full pull for the Kessler entry now. Here we're ready to go now with team number 5 with Mike and Tom. And the Brown and Schmucker entry, Mr. Tom Brown will probably be on lines. We'll call that the Michigan entry. Michigan and Indiana respectively. Jones, Powell, and Rand, you are on deck. Full for the Jones Power for the Brown and Schmucker entry with Tom Brown. We're now ready for team number 6, Jones, Powell, and Rand. They'll be hooking on to 1,750 pounds today. Stevens and Beatty, you're on deck. Full for the Jones, Powell, and Rand entry from Kentucky. They've got their cheering section down on the south end, ready to rock and roll. Stevens and Beatty, come on in. Connecticut entry. Yoder Hatfield, you're on deck. Full for the Stevens and Beatty entry from Connecticut. We're now ready for the Kentucky entry, Mr. Yoder and Hatfield. Chris Hatfield, be doing the driving there. Sonny, you're pushing and you're on deck. Come on in. Well, Chris Hatfield, they tell me he's an auctioneer, whatever that is. Kind of a pretty good guy. He had a group of boys in front of him one day, and he was explaining to them how to be an auctioneer. And of course, he was all listed, bright-eyed and all that. And he sat there and he said, "You fill your mouth full of marbles." Full for the Yoder and Hatfield entry. Like you were Bushman, you're on deck. Anyway, he said, put your mouth full of marbles and just start working that bit. You know, $3 there. And I guess that's what he got to do. And when he got it all done, he said, whenever you lose all your marbles, you can be an auctioneer. So yeah, he done got that all done.
But I had to make get back private again, so lots of some of your friend requests.
London Bushman, come on in. Stevens, median boss, you'll be
I'm
on
stop the
that.
video, but I will.
Okay. She said as soon as she stops the video.
Jimmy Bushman on the lines. For the Jimmy Bushman entry, Leininger and Bushman at team number 9. They weigh a hooked on to 7,850 pounds. They took it on a ride. We're now ready for the Stevens, Beatty, and Falls entry for hooking on with Duke and Todd. Weighed in at 3,850 pounds. They will be hooking on to 7,850 pounds as well. All the way from the state of Connecticut. Ray Pollincheck, you're going to be on that. Follow the Connecticut entry with a Colorado entry. Cheyenne Stevens on the line. Full pull for the Stevens and Beatty entry. That'll take us right on down the line to Ray Pollincheck from Colorado. The Rupp brothers, you'll be on that. So we got people here from a lot of different states and a lot of different great programs and everything. But if you guys have any questions about college football, feel free to ask your Hoosier buddies. We'll be sure to explain it to you. And if you're from Alabama, I'm sorry. I mean, he took it on the right from Mr. Pollincheck. What you got there? 24 foot and 1 inch on their first attempt. 24 foot, 1 inch on their first attempt. Hey, you want to spot the sled, Mr. Ray? Yep, they're going to spot it. Bring the tractor, guys, and get a regular in your road. Bring on the tractor. Pick your position. down there to the fly. He'll be going south and down. They took a 24 foot and 1 inch lead on their first attempt. Look at all now on their third and final. Midwinter championships all the way from Colorado. Great happy.
Said he has some flippers open.
Here they come. Quiet, please. Third and final attempt in Davis County. Ray check all the way from Colorado. Looking off the pair of athletes. What a great job with Davey and Fred. He's got it done. They're 7,850 pounds visitor weight. We're now ready for team number 12, the Rook brothers from Kentucky with Roy and Todd. 7,900 pounds is what they weighed on. Here will come to your bluegrass representation. Al Katie in front of the score table with his given side. Rook brothers are coming in now. Purvis and Loniger, you'll be on deck. Here they come, Roy up top. 7,900 pounds, first attempt. Full for Mr. David Rook. Roy and Todd weighing 3,900 pounds, making it look and simple. Team number 13, Purvis and Leininger. Mr. David Purvis, come on there with Spencer and Mike. Lester Speck, you will be the last and final pair of the round. For the Purvis and Loniger entry, they say that look kind of neat. Eric Redney going out with team number 14. It's going to be a Lester Speck, and we'll be at the weight and going blast and ready to team number 4. And when they are at the sled, Sabrina tells me we're going to be picking out a winner. We're going to be picking a winner out of the Raffle. She's got that deal spinning all the way around, so we're going to be ready to go there. Here comes Lester Speck with Daryl Davis. Looking on the 7,900 pounds, round number 3, team number 14, lightweight division at the Tri-State Bowl in Davis. One away. Pennsylvania with Daryl Aid. That rounds out round number 3. 13 pair of hook, 14 pair of cross, going 14 pair strong. Right into round number 4 in Davis. Okay, this is for all the draws. Is that what you're telling me? This is for all the marbles? Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Looking to have a winner in Davis County. Chris, they're saying we need you in center stage, buddy. You carried all the blocks you need to carry for just a little bit. We're now ready for the camera. Mr. David Ruff coming in as well, Utilities Director, Town of Litchfield. Ryan, you want to step over here and draw this out of here, buddy? Come on over. Here's for $1,000. Reach in there and pull one of them out of there, buddy. This is for $1,000. Cold green cash even. And the name is Mr. Tony Greer. How about that now? Mr. Tony Greer, let's hear it for it, buddy. The Greer Family Memorial. I'm telling you, ready to rock and roll. Thank you. Congratulations. We're going to go on to the next deal, right? Okay, he is going to donate that back to the pool. That's pretty special. Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Let's hear it for Mr. Tony Greer. What a great for the Doris Greer Memorial, January 3rd. He won the first prize and he donated it back. Is that what you're telling me? And his brother won last year and did the same thing. What a deal. Come on in. Come on up, Tony. They'd like to have a picture of you is what they're telling me. You make her all the way up here. We're going to get a picture of you, Mr. Tony. Here, we're going to do this again, buddy. Step on back up there. Going up, stand on up there. Mr. Tony Greer coming on in. Gonna get a picture of you.
Are you taking the picture? We'll just do it this whole day.
Congratulations for winning that. Certainly a great opportunity there. So congratulations to Tony Greer on winning first prize here in Davis County. Okay, Ryan, we're going to pull one more out of there. This is for the second winner now. This is going to be for $500. Okay, coming in to Davis County by way of Sarasota. Here's your winner, Junior Graber, 812-486-5760, $500. He needs that for his mortgage payment. Come on in, Junior. I think the mortgage is going to be okay now. Okay, we got another winner now too. What's that going to be, Sabrina? $300 now. Yep, Mr. Judy's over there on the left-hand side. That's where he was a while ago. I don't know where he's at now. We'll get him. Okay, the next guy coming in is for $300. Ryan, you're going to pull one more out of there. Get all the way from the bottom. Don't get that. We don't know who that is, but bring him on out. Just get us another one, whoever it is. Don't matter. Oh yeah, shake him up. What you got? Pull him out. It probably was yours. Okay, pull him on out. That's good enough now. Here you go. Get him off the bottom. That's going to be old Sam Miller. Do we got a Sam Miller here, I do believe? Don't have an address, don't have a phone number, but if you're Sam Miller, you are a winner. He's down there and he is grinning from ear to rear. He's fired up to be winning here in Davis County, Indiana. It's not Vegas, but it's Davis. We're ready to go. We got around. Oh, we got one more. Okay. More winners. $200. $200. We're going to be spinning it again. Ready to go now. Pull one more out there, Ryan. Jimmy Bushman, what a deal. There he is. Jimmy Bushman, you are a winner, buddy. Let's hear it for Mr. Jimmy Bushman. Glad to have him here today. Glad to have him a winner in Davis County, Indiana. Okay, That concludes the giveaways there today. Jimmy's coming in for that, so ready to get going on to round number 4. I believe the sled is pretty much ready to go now. Junior Graber's coming in by way of Sarasota. He's got all the beaching done and ready to go now. So certainly want to thank everybody that participated. We're now ready for round number 4 and ready to get going.
Now my horse is lame. Yeah. No.
Okay, here comes the Melvin Yoder entry, hooking on to something. Sabrina will get it to me. Here they go. They pulled their heart out. Sabrina tells me 9,150 pounds was the weight. Took the first deal. Mr. Van Lappen, you got 7 foot 5 inches. Is that what you're telling me? 7 foot 5 inches. We're going to bring it on down through here. Melvin Yoder points. He said bring it on down to the southern end. Down Florida way.
Get this little dog on here. When y'all going back? Tonight. Yeah. We're parked it out here. We get Philip Burton on here.
You got that turned on?
Yeah, they can hear you.
I can't talk to you.
Good, how are you? Down that corner, they lose the service. I get down those corners, I lose the service. I have to stay up here. I got no cell service down in the corner. I'll have to stay out there.
Lightweight winners, the heavyweight winners. What else we got? We've got a couple other people. We've got Jeff down here. He's given us some winners here as well for the WBZ additive on the heavy end. Okay, we got a set of collar pads for first and second. For second place. Okay, we got the Ladder Waters from Southern Indiana for 1. We got collar pads for 2. We got Jeff down donating the WBZ for 3rd. So great deal there. Certainly appreciate that. And don't forget about the Horsemanship.
Sometime probably I don't know about right now.
For the River Memorial Bowl here in January. So. Okay, Melvin Yoder for all the marbles in Davis County. Ready to rock and roll. Team number 1, round number 4. Last and final attempt. With the call judge gives the full pull signal at team number 1. So great job by the Melvin Yoder entry from Wisconsin. Great job by them. We're now ready for the Graber and Wagler entry. Mr. Damer. Eben Derrick. Will be hooking on the 9,200 pounds. Him on the left. Derek on the right. He's got a brand new wife. he took it on a good ride for you, Nick. What you got, Mr. Bank? 23 foot and 9 inches. They did a great job for him there. 23 foot and 9 inches. So they're going to take it forward to that. They'll read the tractor in for the last and final attempt if they like. 23 foot and 9 inches. Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse, you're on deck.
Y'all bring the horses?
Oh, I started to get him ready, and I have one got a bad abscess. He's lame. He's all right now, but didn't get enough work in it. Yeah, we were talking about going to Denver, but that all changed when he got lame. Yeah. Always something.
Yes.
Here comes the Graver Wagler entry. They're ready to rock and roll. Took it for 23 foot 9 inches on their first attempt. Ready to go on the third and final. South and bowing down. And Davis.
How are you?
Good.
One away on their third. LB and Mike. Full pull for the Graver Wagler entry. Team number 2, 2 pair of hook, 2 pair of cross. Ready for Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse. Dave Ruff, come on in. Rocket and Duke. Jake Kessler, you're on there. Spot tractor. Okay, we're going to go ahead and spot the tractor right now for the Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse entry. With Rocket and Duke. Come on in for the spot tractor. Thanks a lot for having that ready. We'll get that ready. Probably see it more of that as the day goes on. So, have a whack for getting ready to go. Tuffy's Meat Salesman, right here in Davis County, Indiana. Sells feed better in the winter time, puts in 7 days in the summer. After that, breeder of fine finished horses. Okay, the Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse have made their position. They passed on 1 and 2. Ready to go on their third and final attempt right here in Davis County, Indiana. Ready to go. Rocket and Duke. Bluegrass State representation. on the lines. Here they go. Pass on one, pass on two, pull on three. For the Brook Brothers and Zach Cal's history, all the way from Litchfield, Kentucky, with Rocket and Duke. He hooked on to 9,200 pounds. He took it on a ride. Ready to rock and roll into round number 5 for them boys. We're now ready for Jay Kessler. Jay Kessler, yep, bring the spot factor. They're going to put him out in the same place. Mr. Jay Kessler coming from Pennsylvania, Brown and Schmucker. You are on deck. Appreciate Mr. Jay having his spot ready to go. What he's going to do, get that team ready to go. Keep things hot right here today. Do not forget, I think in about 2 weeks, on about January the 17th, may or may not be on a Saturday, I do believe, about the 3rd Saturday right here in January, there's another horse pull right here in Davis County, so don't forget about that. We'll split it, right? Here comes Jay Kessler from Pennsylvania. Full pull for the Kessler entry with Jim and Nick at 9,250 pounds. We'll go ahead and add some weight for Mr. Tom Brown and the Schmucker entry from Michigan. Mr. Tom Brown, Mike and Tom, 9,300. Come on in, boys. Spot tracker, please. Spot tracker, please. Like you see down there on the south of the border, we got checkies. We have checkies up here for you guys for the drivers. So if you guys are here today from our part of the driving force here today, Sabrina's got checks made out with your name on it. So fired up to see you guys here. And we kind of got a little bit of an agreement here between Sabrina and I. If you don't pick up your check, we're going to split it, I think. I guess I'd read that. Oh, can't believe they've taken their position here. They passed on one, passed on two. They're pulling on three. Brown and Schmucker entry. Tom Brown on the lines. Mike and Tom are the athletes. 3,850 pounds is on the scale. 9,300 pounds is the weight. Jones, Powell, and Brand, you'll be on that. Full pull for the Tom Brown entry. Brown and Schmucker at 9,300 pounds. pounds. We're going to keep the weight in second, going to the Jones Bow and Ryan entry from Kentucky with Smoothie and Prince coming on to 9,300 pounds. We're also going back to 1 and 2. Stevens and Beatty, you'll be on that. Stevens and Beatty. Mr. Cheyenne Stevens coming all the way from Connecticut now with Rocky and Shorty coming on at 9,300 pounds, 4 quantities. Tell you what, we look at this bull in the spring.
Hi.
Hey, old Nathan Wagner, old Nathan Murray, he knew what he was doing when he took his position on the track. He got one out. He said, it's not my first rodeo. Good on the spot. He's got it figured out. They know where they want to be. We're now ready for the, looks like the Stevens and Beatty entry from Kentucky with Rocky and Shorty. They weigh in 3,800 pounds. Their anniversary is going to be 9,300 pounds. Here we go. Connecticut stays alive in the Davis County Bowl. Here we go. Now we're ready for Yoder and Hatfield. If they want to play with Max and Fred, Loniger and Bushman.
Hi, Brian.
Max and Fred, 3,150 pounds, Chris Hatfield on the line. Loniger and Bushman, you'll be on that. One way on third. Full to the Yoder and Hatfield after Chris Hatfield doing the drive and Max and Fred. We're now ready for Loniger and Bushman. Jimmy Bushman coming all the way from Missouri. Rex and Chief, 3,850 pounds. Looking on to 9,300 today. Stevens, Beatty, and Paul Centric. New top. You be on that. We're ready to go. right down in the side corner. And my tips. Probably off day day, water, pop, barbecue, whatever you need. Just tell me. Service with a smile. Okay, team number 9, 8 pair of hook, 8 pair of cross. Jimmy Bushman, you ready to rock and roll, buddy? Full pull for the Bushman entry. What a great job. That's a tight rope in that baby now. Right up along the line. Great job of the Bushman entry on the full pull. That'll take us now to team number 10. It's going to be Stephen Beatty and Falls from Colorado or Connecticut. I guess we're going to call that Connecticut. Duke and Todd. Ray Pop check. You want to play, buddy? You're up next. Horsemanship industry is alive and well in Davis County today. We got representation from a lot of the states here in the lower 48. I mean, a great setup. Several of the best pulling horse associations in the country teamed up to make the Midwinter Championships. Right here, Davis County is the spot they chose. Instead of Madison Fair Garden, they chose Dinky's Auction Center. Here they come. Pass on 1, pass on 2, pull on 3. Said we're going all the way to Davis County anyway. We might about 4 already. Full pull for team number 10. Ray Check by way of Colorado. Come on through. Brook Brothers, you're on that. Ready to go. Ray Collins check on the lines. Damian Fred is his pair of athletes that he's chosen to bring to Davis County. He's ready to rock and roll on his third and final attempt. South and Louder down. I mean, they took it on the ride. Let's hear it for the pound check entry right here in the midwinter pull. What do you get? 26 foot and 6 inches. Great job, Mr. Ray. Thank you for coming out. It's an honor having you today. Okay, we're going to go on down to entry number 12 now. We're going to be the Brook Brothers entry from Kentucky with Roy and Todd. They weigh in 3,900 pounds. That'll push the weight all the way to 90. Purvis and Lonninger, you're on deck. Here comes the Utilities Director, Dave Ruff. That sounds a whole lot better than the sewer chief. One away on the Ruff Brothers entry, Roy and Todd. On the third and final attempt, South and down Davis. He's got it on the move with a great job it is. No ball for the Ruff Brothers entry from Litchfield. Ron, a great job for the David Ruff entry. We're now ready for team number 13. Looks like we're going to spot the one again for the Purvis and Lonninger entry, Spencer and Mike. David Purvis, come on down. Lonninger. Purvis and Lonninger. Chucky and Indiana respectively, Spencer and Mike. Left back. Field and play. Okay, we're ready for Purvis and Lonninger. Mr. David Good to drive it now. Spencer and Mike are the athletes, 3,900 pounds tough with what they weigh in on. They're hooking on to 9,350 pounds.
Behind it.
Number 13 with Spencer and Mike and David Purvis at 9,350 pounds. Gotta go right on down the line. And team number 13, Lester's back. Are you ready to run down the road? Here we go. Full pull for Ratner. Okay, here comes Lester's back coming all the way from Pennsylvania with the Darrell and 8. They weighed in at 3,900 pounds. They stayed true, they stayed tough for 3 rounds to run it. They're ready now to go on their third and final attempt. Round number 4, Davis County, Indiana. Entry number 14. Are you ready? Here he comes. One away. For the spec entry, that will round out round number 4. We'll go blasting 13 pair tough into round number 5. Here we go. I mean, the horses are good today, boys. If one of you guys download this thread will report to the scores table and let us know what you're doing on the way, we certainly appreciate that. We'll get the crowd involved, let them know where they're at, what they got to face. With all the drivers, talk with the athletes, let them know what you got going on the route number 5, or anything was coming in the end. Midway. He's definitely a great part of it. Yeah, so we're ready to get going in round number 5. I think we have team number 1 up. Red Rocky Melvin all the way from Wisconsin. Bring his pair of athletes in. Bill Intact. We did 3,700. They're coming up. They passed on 1. They passed on 2. They put on 5. 3. Round number 5. Here we go with Davis. According to Sabrina, we're sitting at 10,600 pounds on this way. That's a lot, I think. Here's his place in the public land, Mr. Van Lappen. Tell us where they're at. Let's hear it for the Wisconsin entry. Mr. Montgomery, where's it going to be, man? 19 foot and 3 inches is the distance to be now. 19 foot and 3 inches for the Wisconsin pair. Ready to go. The next team up is entry number 2, Trigger and Wackler. Randall's going to be doing the driving. Here local, we call it the dinner. We're going to add 1 block on that one there, boys. It's going to take the weight to 10,650 pounds. Roof Brothers and Stackhouse, you're on deck. Here comes the Graber and Wagler at 3. They're ready to rock and roll. They passed on 1 and passed on 2 and pulled on 3. Here comes the Dinger. Going to do a little interview like the coach does sometime then. He said, no, this is serious business. This is for all the marbles. We'll be bragging about it for years to come. Here they go. They're ready. One way for Graber and Michael. Quiet cleaners. They took it on the ride and a full pull for team number 2 and ready to go now. What a great job for him and Dick and all the entries. 10,650 pounds was the weight, and the distance is unlimited. The next pair to come up now is going to be team number 3. It's going to be the Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse, Rocket and Duke. Jake Kessler, you're on deck.
Yeah, where they get them?
Here comes Mr. David Rowe coming from Louisville, Kentucky with the Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse, Henry, Rocky, and Duke. Rocket, 10,650 pounds. Here they come. Wow, what a great job. I mean, some kind of heart power they put into that thing after a kind of a bad start. What do you got, man? 22 foot 9 inches. 22 foot 9 inches are being placing in the countdown. Let's hear it for the Ruff Brothers and Stackhouse entry, David Ruff, and everything to do for the Bluegrass Association. What a great entry. Thank you very much, David. What a great job of that entry there. I mean, you talk about producing pure power. They did it there. We're now ready for Jake Kessler coming down from Pennsylvania with Jim and Dick. They'll be hooking on at 10,700 pounds. They're pulling on the high Davis kind today. Jay's taking his position. He knows exactly where he wants to be. He's going to go back and do the final pep talk with his athletes and coming in high. Come on in, boys. Kessler entry. Looks like he chose a pair of hookers from Kentucky and Indiana. Here comes Jay Kessler from Pennsylvania. The Brown and Schmucker entry is already in the warm-up arena. They're ready to rock and roll. Jay Kessler, pass on one, pass on two, pull on three. Here we go. For the Kessler entry, what a great job in the lightweight divisions. Round number 5, he stays alive, blasting into 6. And it'll take us to the Brown and Schmucker entry. Tom Brown, he's warmed up and ready. Jones, Powell, Rack, he'll be on deck. Taking their position. We're now ready for Tom Brown coming in from Michigan. Schmuckers on the Indiana side. Mikey Thompson, athletes, 3,850 pounds was their way in. They're hooking on to 10,750 pounds. Here they go.
Get away from there.
For the Tom Brown entry now, full pull with Mike and Tom. What a great job they did at 10,750 pounds. They've got a check mark, and we're going on out to the Jones Powell right entry from Kentucky. Smoothie and Prance, 10,750 pounds. Stevens and Meeting, you are on that. Jones, Powell, and Prance. All these names back into one pair.
This video is cutting out. I'll put it on YouTube tonight, and it will play right through on YouTube. Down here in this corner, it's hard to get service.
Here we come. Here comes Will Jones and Smoothie and Prance, 3,850 pounds today. Hooking on to 10,750 pounds. Today he's got a pass on one, pass on two, ball three. A great job for the Will Jones entry. Let's hear it for a great job. Well done for the Jones and Company. Call Jones, Powell, and Rand. Smoothie and 6 inches will be their placing in the contest. 21 foot and 6 inches. As it fell on down to the Connecticut ladies, that's going to be Stevens and Beatty and Chris Cheyenne Stevens on the line. Rock and Cherry, 3,250 pounds was their weigh-in. 10,750, the weight stays the same. Yoder and Hatfield, you are on deck. Here they come, Connecticut tough, ready to go. Show them Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky boys. We know what we're doing in the eastern side. He got him ready. And a great job for the Stevens Beatty entry. Great job they did. As team number 7 and their distance is 20 foot and 4 inches. Let's hear it for the Connecticut boys. 20 foot 4 inches. Thank you very much. That'll take us right on down the line to team number 8, Mr. Chris Hatfield with Max and Fred. They weigh in 3,850 pounds. To be looking on the 10,750 pounds. Lonniger and Bushman, you are all there. They've taken their positions. They know exactly where they want to be. Yoder and Hatfield, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and do the final smooth work on the track. Max and Fred, 3850, 10,750 pounds, ready to rock and roll. Mr. David Rook, bringing them in for the coach. Yoder and Hatfield. If Yoder's listening out there on Facebook Live, land somewhere, certainly want to thank Terry Yoder for everything he's done for the industry. Putting on a lot of that Florida pulls and everything. I mean, a great ambassador he's been. Yoder is man, ready to go. Yoder and Hatfield entry. Here we go from the Blue Rack State. And a full pull it is for team number 8, the Yoder and Hatfield entry. Max and Fred, great job they did. That'll take us right on down the line to 19, number 9, Lonniger and Bushman. Jimmy Bushman is going to be doing the driving. Rex and Chief, come on in. Bushman, competitive spirit here at the county ranks in chief, hooking on at 10,750 pounds. Here we go. Foot even will be their placing. Let's hear it from Bushman and Roger. What a great job they did. Jimmy Bushman, Rex and Chief, 9 foot even. Okay, we're all down the line here. Now we're ready for Stevens, B, and Fox coming all the way from Connecticut with Duke and Top, ready to rock and roll. 10,750 pounds. Bring her on in, boys. Great job they did. The call judge is going to give me the distance now. That will be 15 foot and 10 inches. Let's hear it for the Connecticut boys. Great job, boys. Okay, we're ready to go now into the next round now. We're here through the Rough Brothers. It's going to be the next entry coming in. I think we're going to add one block. Look like David Wagner's got that all taken care of and shook out already. Here is going to be the next team to come in is going to be the Rough Brothers entry with Roy and Todd up and on to 10,800 pounds under the lead. Here comes the Rough Brothers entry from Kentucky with Roy and Todd, 10,800 pounds. David Rowe on the line. Pass on 1, pass on 2, ball on 3. For all the marbles. Oh, so close. 27 foot and 5 inches. 27.5 is the placing in the contest. Let's hear it for the Rough Brothers and David Ruff and Roy and Tom. What a great job on 10,008. That'll take us on down the line. Purvis and Loniger as the next team in the round now. Purvis and Loniger with David Purvis from Kentucky with Spencer and Mike. Lester Speck will be on deck to round out the round. Okay, that'll go on down the line to the Purvis and Loniger entry. David Purvis is going to be doing the drive. Here they come. He said, I figure we're going to be in the winner's circle, so I'm going to deck him out in blue. You'd be probably a little bit more cool in our eyes if you had him in red. You know, who's your color, boys? He said, I'm going to say Kentucky. Full pull for the Purvis, or actually it's not. Purvis and Loniger, he did not, what he got there, Van Lappen? 22 foot and 5 inches, 22 foot and 5 inches will be his placing in the contest. Good job, let's hear it for the Purvis and Loniger entry. They did a great job, 22 foot and 5 inches. And we'll right on down the line to Mr. Lester Speck is the next team and entry in, ready to go. Lester Speck, and immediately after this pull, we are going to do the Horsemanship Award. We're going to do the Horsemanship Award. So if you think that you got a great job pulling today, kind of turn your ears toward the announcer's stand. We got the Horsemanship Award immediately after Mr. Lester Speck shows us what he's got. Ready to pull on 3, ready to rock and roll right here. Here we go. Lester Speck coming in now on his third and final attempt. Round number 5 in Davis. Come on in, Lester. One away. Coming all the way in from Pennsylvania. Okay, that puts us through round number 5. What a great round it was. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pair have dropped out of the 13. So So we're going to be going 6 pair tough, right on into round number 6. What a great lightweight pull it's been in Davis County at the Midwest Winter Edition. Okay, I think you guys said we're going to go ahead and do the Horsemanship Award right here now. So if you guys are driving today, they have picked a winner. So I want to thank the Norris Greer family. And they did tell me, Chris, was you going to come out and do the presentation and everything, or was you going to do it, Dave? Whoever's going to do it here. The Norris Greer family, whenever they were looking for a winner here for the deal, they wanted to look for an ambassador. They wanted to look for a competitor, and they wanted to look for somebody that kind of holds the horse pulling flag and has a great sportsmanship when they win and when they lose. And when they did, they kind of did everything. They pulled all the data, did all the percentages, and the winner for this edition is none other than the one and the only Mr. Chris Hatfield. Let's hear it for the winner of the Norris Greer Memorial Horsemanship deal today. Thank you, Mr. Chris. I can't say that on the mic, Chris. Thank you for the Greer family for that. We certainly appreciate that. Congratulations, Chris. You deserve that, buddy. Okay, guys, we're going to be hooking on to 11,850 pounds in Davis County now. I mean, what a great lightweight division it's been already. We're in round number 6. We've got 6 pair left. What a great deal. Hipper's got everything figured out. He's going to go talk to Pete. Going to go talk to him. Pass it on 1, pass it on 2. The athletes are ready on 3. Here they go. Take it off the tractor, we're ready to rock and roll, coming past the scorer's table. Again for all the marbles, keep out ready, here they go. Here they go. £11,850 is the weight we're hooking on to. 11,850 pounds. Round number 6. 6 pair of hooks for all the marbles. If you're going to wear the blue, index. Judges, is that 1 away or 2 away? 2 away? 2 away on their 3rd and final attempt, so they've got to get it this time. Great pull for the Great Reminder entry. The first team to find the hook, and their placing will be McLaughlin. 13 foot and 3 inches. 13 foot and 3 inches will be their placing in the contest. Let's see what the rest of them got. We'll know more in just a second. Jay Kessler is coming from Pennsylvania with Jim and Deck at 3,800 pounds. Also hooking on 11,850 pounds. Come on in, Kessler. Let's see what you got. Here comes Mr. Jay Kessler. He's taking his position exactly where they want to be in the track. They know what's going on. They know where they're headed. They know what they want. They're ready to go. Jay Kessler coming from Pennsylvania. His pair of athletes held to the names of Jim and Dick. We added one block, I do believe. That'll take us to 11,900 pounds. 11,900. Here they go. It's a matter of inches at this point. 16 foot and 6 inches. That puts us in the first position now. 16 foot and 6 inches. That takes us to the Brown and Smoker entry, Mr. Tom Brown. Mr. Tom Brown, come on through, buddy. 16 foot and 6 inches. A great job from the Kessler entry. All the way from Pennsylvania. What a good deal. Appreciate you, Jack. You're going to take their position now. Tom's out there. He said, I'm going to go ahead and make the call myself. I'm not sending hired hands out here now. This is for all the marbles. Good, up there. That's 401. Here he is. He's ready. Brown and Montgomery entry. Coming from Michigan, Indiana Partnership. Fox on the warm-up. Ready to rock and roll. Mike and Tom. 3,850 pounds. 11,950 pounds on the slab. Oh, that she's getting heavy today. Pass on 1, pass on 2, place on 3. He did a great job for him. The placing today will be Mr. Lappin. 6 foot and 2 inches is where he's had the contest. 6 foot and 2 inches. Watch here from Tom Brown. What a great job. 6'2". Okay, that'll take us right on down the line to the horsemanship winner today. Mr. Chris Hatfield from Kentucky, Yoder, Hatfield entry. Max and Fred are his athletes. They weigh in at 1,350 pounds. They're going to be hooking on 11,950 smackaroos. 11,950. They're passing on one, they're passing on two, they're going to pull or place on three. It's up to them. Guaranteed to be in the top five at this point in the playoffs. David Ruff brings them in for his good buddy Chris. Here they go. 11,950 pounds, Max and Fred. One way. They took it on the ride. They took it on the ride. It's a battle of feet. It's a battle of inches. Enter and back. 25 foot and 5 inches will be their placing in the contest. 25 foot and 5 inches. The only thing that stands between them and the first place ribbon here today in the lightweight horse pulling division in Tri-State Midwinter in Davis County is a man called Must Respect and a pair of athletes, Daryl Lee. Add one block, please. We're going to hand in the placings as they are now. We're going to potentially get that plumb screwed up with Last Respect hook. He may take it a long way. We'll see what he does. But it'll be the last hook of the day here. In at fourth place currently is Brown and Schmucker. In at third place currently is Graber and Wagler. In fourth is Jake Kessler. In fifth is Yoder Hatfield. The one man, or in first is Yoder Hatfield. The one man that can kind of put everything in a whirlwind is a man called Last Respect, coming all the way from Pennsylvania. Here they go. Just making sure you're paying attention, Jake. You got the attention. I gotta like that. Okay, they passed on one, they passed on two, they're ready to pull on three, ready to go. We've got four pair of hooks. Graber and Wagler took it 13-3. That's just, and Jake Kessler took it 16-6. Brown and Schmucker took it 6'2". Yoder and Hatfield took it on the right at 25 foot and 5 inches. Here comes Lester back from Pennsylvania. We'll see if he messes up the placings. Durley weighing at 3,900 pounds today. They're hooked on to 11,000, actually 12,000 pounds each. Just make it 12,000 pounds each. Here's the Norris Greer Memorial Horse Ball Mid-State Tri-State Midwest Championships lightweight division. The last and final look. The one they talk about for years. He took him on a ride. Where's the ghost? Hand her in back. They're waiting. 19 foot and 5 inches for Lester Speck. 19 foot and 5 inches. That'll take him blasted right into second place. Is that right, Sabrina? 19 foot and 5 inches. So hand them in. We're going to give you the placings as we have them now. Submitted by Sabrina. In the winning, number 1, the combatant championship, Yoder and Hatfield prevailed in the lightweight division. Hats off to a great team, Max and Fred. Number 2 is going to be Lester Speck, girl name all the way from Pennsylvania. Team number 3, coming in third place is Jay Kessler with Jim and Dick. 4th is Graber and Wagler. 5th is Brown and Schmucker. 6th place is going to go to the Ruff Brothers with Roy and Todd. 7th is Ruff Brothers as well. And Stackhouse. 8th is going to be Purvis and Londiger. 9th is going to be Jones, Powell, and Rand. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Stevens and Beatty. So thanks a lot. What a great lightweight pull. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to each and every one for coming out. Stay tuned.